Sri Konda Vishweshwar Reddy garu.
Thank you, Sir Chairman. Sir, we had some very visionary leaders. Almost 15 years ago, during his term as a PM, Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihar Vajpayee ji said that while information technology IT stands for India today, biotechnology BT stands for Bharat tomorrow. So I think that tomorrow has arrived. And we are, I think, now discussing the biotechnology bill for introducing an institution in Faridabad. Honorable Minister Harshvardhan himself had said, I believe the industry has a potential to grow like IT industry over the next 10, 20 years and beyond. So we all agree, sir. Not only that, sir, since early 2000s, successive governments also have contributed. And we have reached this point where we have a strategy of 2015 to 2020 for developing centers of excellence. And now the establishment of the Regional Center for Biotechnology as an autonomous body. It's a positive step, sir, for the development of a country. So the biotechnology will have huge positive impacts on various sectors, and I think some of our colleagues covered that. It has impacts on from agriculture to healthcare to pharma to vaccine, food processing, sanitation, textiles, mining, various areas, including sanitation and garbage management, sir. So the biotechnology actually converts or replaces physical, chemical, and mechanical process into a biotechnological process, which is environmentally friendly and uses less energy and has less pollution, sir. Many examples, sir. And there are some cutting-edge research which is happening world over, and many of them have solutions from Swachh Bharat to Make in India to all the schemes and all the sectors the government is involved in. I think one of the recent thing is, the Delhi garbage is burning. There's an enzyme called cellulase that converts cellulose into carbohydrates and carbohydrates into biofuels like alcohol, which again has to be used in petrol for blending. We are at that cutting edge, sir. We need little more impetus. There's Indian scientists who discovered bacteria which makes garbage smell like fragrance. So there are many, many. The stone wash genes, we actually washed with stones in the past, and now you just put some enzymes. These are the frivolous. But the more important is agriculture, healthcare, and vaccines, sir. These make huge, huge impacts. So while we support this bill, and it is required, we need some clarity and we have some suggestions as well, sir. So clause 6 of the bill provides that the jurisdiction of the this center would extend to other centers as well, new and existing. So while this centers gain autonomy, do existing autonomous centers lose their autonomy to this center, sir? There's a scope where existing centers can be taken over by this center. I think that may not be very desirable, sir. While this has to be encouraged, other independent centers in Hyderabad and Thiruvananthapuram and 23 other centers also need to be encouraged, sir. The Department of Biotechnology is providing teaching programs in 71 universities across the country. Apart from these courses, there are other centers such as National Agri-Food Biotechnology Centers in Mohali and Biotech Genomics in Kalyani, West Bengal. So there is a biotech center in West Bengal, sir. Many states like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and Chhattisgarh, we have our own biotechnology strategies, sir. Now, are these in conflict with this? I think the center needs to take cognizance of the state schemes also and what the states are doing, because that is very, very significant, sir. The Act is silent on the affiliation of these centers after the introduction of the Act, the integration of the state policy. My question is this going to be a nodal center for the whole country, or this is going to be just one more of the 23 centers, sir? I feel it should be one of the centers of excellence and should not be the nodal agency, because that may imply the other centers of excellence may lose their autonomy. So the clause 17 says that 2 members can be nominated by UNESCO and 3 members of member states of UNESCO. Is there a scope? It's only a question, sir, and maybe you can answer. Is there a scope of losing the real autonomy that we can have, that only Government of India decides who the members are? There are, I think, 14 members, so 6 or 7 members can be UNESCO nominees. So I hope we don't lose our autonomy in this process, sir, because I think we need to look at the administrative processes. Does it require a simple majority or a two-third majority for passing any resolutions of the board? So the biotechnology, another significant, I think Shashi Tharoorji and several others members raised this. The Biotechnology Regulatory Authority of India bill was introduced in 2013 and lapsed in the 15th Lok Sabha. I think that needs to be revived, sir. The bill envisaged set up an independent authority for Biotechnology and Regulatory Authority of India to regulate organisms and products of modern biotechnology. Having an independent authority would solve the other issues and ensure focused and efficient research in the field. One of the other issues, sir, some of the critical areas in biotechnology are missing. Probably they're implied, but they're missing in the bill. So while the center is already engaged in education and research in the field of biodrug, discovery center, nanoscience, medicine, imaging techniques, designer crops, etc., I think it misses the important aspect of biofuels. Enzymes, what I just explained, cellulose is a cutting-edge technology and it's very important. And vaccine technologies are not mentioned in this bill, sir. So, earlier today, I think we heard Satpathy ji and, of course, Honorable Member Satpathy ji and Honorable Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji talk about cell phones here. And that is one area China is giving run for our money. But if there's one sector, where India is giving run for the money to the Chinese, it is biotechnology, sir. And it's not just India, sir. It is specifically, we just have to take Hyderabad and Telangana. That itself is sufficient. So while the world is bracing itself under Zika virus, we already developed, a Hyderabad company already developed a Zika virus vaccine and it's patented. In the past also, there are several other examples. I think we developed a HIV vaccine for half or one-third the company. Please. Yes, that is a concern, and I'm coming to that exact concern, sir. But historically, if you see, we have been ahead of China, and even in today, very many vaccines and basic bulk drugs, we are ahead. Please, and yes, you're right in the sense, one minute. You're right in the sense. Please address. You're right in the sense, sorry, sir. You're right in the sense that China is overtaking, and that's exactly our concern, sir. But as of today, if in one area we are giving run for the money to the Chinese, it is the companies in India, sir. And we have to continue to keep that edge, and this is one of the methodologies, and that concern is a valid concern, sir. The bulk drugs, I think the retrovirus, 50% of the cost available globally, the hepatitis B vaccines, there are many stories born out of Hyderabad, sir. So, in Hyderabad, we already have a policy. We have the Biotechnology Center, and recently our Honorable Chief Minister KCR announced a Pharma City. And it's very important that institutions and academicians work with the industry, and that's what generates good research. While I do support the Faridabad one, sir, I think the biotechnology centers in Hyderabad, there are two of them. One is to do with fingerprinting, and other is to do with animal biotechnology. These are not taking the full advantage that Hyderabad and Telangana presents to the nation and to the world, sir. So I think we need to focus on the areas of vaccine and biotechnology in the areas of vaccine and drug discovery cycle in Hyderabad, sir, and that will really add and keep up our continued cutting edge over the Chinese competition, sir. And lastly, sir, I'd just like to review this thing. The Program Advisory Committee should have equal voting rights. It's, I think the UNESCO, the funding agency, probably should not have any additional voting rights. I think that is not mentioned who will have the voting rights in this. And reintroduction of the Biotechnology Authority Bill will be very beneficial, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.